Alright y'all, welcome back to another video. I'm backcountry and I'm showing you the #1 piece of gear I always carry in my first aid kit. Now that piece of gear, I'm going to reveal it pretty quick, would end up being a tourniquet, and I got mine. It's just a cheap $15 cat style tourniquet off of Amazon. Got it rubber banded closed with a Sharpie on it so I can write the time. And you know, a lot of people think I'd want like a band-aid or some ibuprofen or something like that, and those are all useful, but they're probably not going to save your life. And a tourniquet sure could. You could hit an artery while you're whittling. You could fall off a river and break, there's a lot of reasons you could use a tourniquet. And there's other things that are really good to carry in your first aid kit. And I think just about every piece of gear has a place and you should bring all of it. But if I had to choose one thing to carry for emergency situations, it would probably be a tourniquet. You can use these, stop bleeding. You could use a belt, but having a nice put together tourniquet can be a lifesaver. And often, if we're like out, these are good for fishing, but often hunting, you're using knives in the dark and stuff. I'd carry this guy on my belt. So if someone cuts that main artery in their leg, they got like 15 seconds. So I could take this off and, get them tourniqueted up. So yeah, I'll show you guys how to use it. Alright, so you've got your tourniquet unraveled, and again, this is a cat tourniquet. You could use whatever kind of tourniquet, but I'll show you how to use my cat tourniquet. Now, I will just take the main piece, it's got all our components here, and press that right on my leg, and I'll take the strap and run it under the leg. Now, you'll see there's a little latch guy here, and there's a receiver on the end of this. Just connect the two. Keep this pressed, take the end of the strap, tighten up about as tight as it'll go. And then here we have our pen pin here, and we will simply just turn this until the blood flow stops, because there'll be blood squirting out at the beat of the heartbeat. And we'll take the component here, stop the pin, put our lock on it, and the key is to write the time here, because after maybe, like 48 hours of having this on, you're going to need to get your leg amputated. And you never take off a tourniquet when you have bleeding unless you're a doctor. Only doctors take it off. So that's why I have a Sharpie, because I could write the time here, and I'd probably also write the time on the patient's forehead, just in case this got ripped off. Sounds kind of weird, but it could save their life. And yeah, gotta take this off because it's cutting off my blood flow. But essential piece of gear. Could save someone's life. It's good to know how to use it, and it's okay to practice. It's okay to cut off your blood flow for 10 or 15 seconds while you practice. So it's good to practice so you can deploy it and use it incredibly quickly in a situation. Yeah, just an all-around very essential piece of gear. Alright y'all, thanks for watching my quick little demonstration of what I carry in my first aid kit. Again, I got this guy for 15 bucks. You'll see the ones for $60. Don't need it. You could just get a good one. That'll work. Practice with it. Yeah, stay safe out there. Alright, see you guys in the field.